This is, in my opinion, the hardest of the normal Dandori challenges in the game. Over here we have 3 dwarf bulborbs and an electric gate. We saw another electric gate by spawn. We have another dwarf bulborb and its mother there, and another regular bulborb. Over here we have a master Wallywog. We have a mushroom, which we're going to throw Pikmin up onto later in the stage. Some nuggets up here, a rope, a regular Wallywog, a doggy door, and a crystal door. First order of business is to rush our yellows onto that electric gate by spawn. They'll be able to take it up fairly quick. Then with Ochi, we want to take out a dwarf orange bulborb and one of the bars in the game in a single rush. Then do the same on the other side. We're going to kind of bait around this full-size bulborb. We want it facing towards that wall with the crystal door or a crystal wall on it. Then we want to take a very wide turn around that orange bulborb so we don't accidentally wake it up. Some yellow Pikmin, as we saw there in the bush, we want to whistle them out and immediately get them working on the farther of the dirt piles. While we're waiting at spawn, we can take our rocks and collect the dwarf bulborb corpses by spawn. It'll cost us nothing, and we're going to be waiting for Ochi anyway, so... Ochi, meanwhile, is going to pull the rock Pikmin, and then after these yellow Pikmin, first of all, we want to take another wide gap around this Wallywog and put the yellows in that tunnel. Be careful when whistling back your rock Pikmin here, because, especially with the power whistle, you can accidentally whistle them out of the hole, and then you're fighting with stuff that isn't resistant to the Wallywog, or isn't immune to it. But right here, we want to take all of our yellows and put them on that nugget pile. It's a 50. So with 15 yellows, that'll take a little under 4 cycles. But then we want all 10 rock Pikmin to go with Ochi. And here you see what I mean about be careful with whistling, because it accidentally grabbed 2 that were on the nugget pile, and I'm trying to grab the ones that were going for the corpse. Once again, we want to take a wide turn around this bulborb. We're going to pop the ultra spicy spray that we found in that one tunnel and immediately rush into the orange bulborb. We want to make sure that we're on the back side, because losing even a single rock Pikmin here can be devastating for the rest of the run. And that's also why we want this one to be facing the other way. So be careful. In this case, I got very lucky and I was very strategic. I did not lose a single one. That's almost all the enemies dealt with, but we're about to deal with the last one soon. We're going to put 15 of our rocks, though, into that tunnel. In there will be a bomb rock. And then the other 5 will go up on that mushroom, and we'll send Ochi up there to meet them. Back at base with the captain, though, the yellows have finished with the nugget pile, and the rocks have finished with the dirt tunnel. So now we're going to take... We're going to take all the yellows, put them on the nugget pile. We're going to put the rocks on the corpses and the nugget pile. Back up here with Ochi, he's going to grab these 5 rocks, and even though he can't make it through these iron bars, he can throw Pikmin that do, that'll latch onto that spool. And so anything can now climb up here as they wish. We're going to rush at this Wallywog and take it out. We can use Ochi's bite as well to speed up the process a bit here. After he's down for the count, we want to just rush at this wall. The rocks will take that out. When they're done, since they get knocked back so far because of the rolling hits they do, they will actually automatically lock onto that Wallywog corpse, which is very useful for us. And this part here is the second hardest part of the run. The hardest part of the run is the ultra spicy spray rushing of the bulborbs, because that's the most dangerous. At this point, if you lose Pikmin, it's not too bad, just so long as you don't lose too many. We're going to use the bomb rocks we got earlier to whittle down the Master Wallywog's health. Drops it down to about a third. He strangely does not react to any stimuli when he gets hit by bombs. Right here I unfortunately lose a single yellow Pikmin, but it's not too big a deal. We'll then rush the rest of our rocks onto his corpse, and the yellows will be distributed where needed. I don't have enough right here to really bring anything back, so we're just gonna wait for everything to come back to base. Ochi's gonna start taking the harmonica back. And at this point, the only things left are this corpse. There's a small corpse over there, but that's an easy enough one to take later. The ocarina, the bell, and the bike bell. We're going to throw 5 on there. We're going to throw the rest onto this nugget pile. Ochi's going to grab the bell as it's greater than 10 and just a much more efficient use of resources. And right here I'm going to use the Idler's Alert just because even though this map isn't particularly large, it cuts the commute time in half. And on this particular one, with how tight your movements have to be, it's very important to do that. So we're just going to grab all the rocks that come here, and the yellows. Doesn't matter if they were on the pile before, because they're going to be. They're put some on the castanets here, and rush everyone else on the pile. Swap back to Ochi. There's 5 yellows here, and that don't really matter. And then they automatically try to get back on his back. We double check. Yep, there's a corpse over there, but Ochi's faster at carrying it by himself, so we'll just send him to do the dirty work. And at this point, it's just the nugget pile that's left, so it's the waiting game. We're gonna join the little parade of our Pikmin here as they go back to base. You can save the Ultra Spicy Spray until now, but I find it much safer to just use it to take out the enemies. And just barely a high score. Those rush boots really make a difference.